What's up, YouTube? It's like you have to learn to control your energy. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn that. I promise you. You have to learn how to protect your energy because I said this in a few videos. You know what I mean? Going back, if I did protect your energy, this one you have to learn to protect that energy because if you believe or if you have heard or accepted, you are what you attract. You know what I'm saying? What does that really mean? That's meaning to me, I take that as your energy. You know what I'm saying? If you're putting out a whole bunch of negativity, right? If always soaked into negativity all the time, what do you think you're going to receive back? You know what I'm saying? Like, really think about that, right? What do you think you're going to get back? You gotta really look at it for what it is. You have to really look at it for what it is. Like, what you think you're going to get back in return? You know what I mean? What do you think you're going to get back in return? That same negative energy, right? So that's why I say you have to learn how to protect it. And the thing of it is, when you're a young adult, even a young teenager, as you coming up to be a young adult, that's the hardest part. I feel like that doesn't get stressed enough because once you become an adult, right? It's like you're finding yourself all over again to a degree because everything that you learned up until that point was coming from your parents or your guardians or whoever you were around. So you have to kind of like retrain yourself to a degree. Now, depending on your upbringing, depending on who you influenced by, who you look up to as a young adult, that energy factor is a major key. You know what I'm saying? It's a major key. And based on how you conduct your energy, how you conduct yourself, how you put yourself out there, a lot of times that's what you get back in return. We're going to go a lot deeper than this, but this is the premise of what I want to talk about in this video. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say you have to learn how to protect your energy. Because I'll tell you this, once you start, you know what I'm saying, making it in life, you start climbing up that success ladder, you start having more responsibilities, you will soon find out that what you choose to do with your energy, how you conduct yourself, how you go out into the world, whether you want to be on the negative side, a positive side, you want to be on, you know what I'm saying, illegal side of life, whatever you responsible for, whether it's a child, paying your bills, looking out for your loved ones, all of those things, right? Once you become an adult and you have these things that you required to take care of or responsible for, it could be material, family, kids, whatever. Based on how you conduct yourself, meaning your energy, how you control it, how you learn how to use it to your benefit. The ones who most of the people that's very successful in their life, if you look at the core of them, a lot of them has to do with how they conduct themselves, their energy level, how to know how to be aggressive and how to be calm. You see what I'm saying? Not every situation is the same, so you shouldn't bring the same energy in every situation. If you a doctor, you coming super excited and you need to do some type of, you know what I'm saying? Cut on somebody. You don't want to be super hyped up, I'm pretty sure, right? You want to be smooth, calm, collective because you have to cut open someone or something. You definitely want to have that steady hand, right? So if you're too energetic and you have to do something where it's not requiring for you to be hyped up like you playing basketball or playing some type of sport all day, it's more of a consistent, precise, direct, being focused, dedicated on the process. You see what I'm saying? See, everything, like they say, not everything is for everyone, not the same. And also that goes with your energy. Not every situation requires certain type of energy. Not every situation needs you to be very high up on energy or very low on energy. So that's where you have to learn to protect that energy. You see what I'm saying? Because even in a relationship, for me personally, when you dealing with women, some women you have to be gentle with to a degree. Like how you talk to them. Meaning I can have the same conversation with two different women, but the thing is with the two different women, it's how I say it to them. Some like it, you know, tell me what I need to know. You know what I'm saying? Like they need to hear me directly, you know what I'm saying? Being aggressive with them. Then you have a different type of woman where I can say the same exact thing, but if I give her too much aggression, if I give her too much energy, she automatically get offended. You get offended or offensive of what I'm saying to her. And it doesn't have to be with a relationship. It can be people you deal with, people you work with, huh? You a supervisor and you have employees underneath you, right? That you have to train, you're a manager or whatnot. How you talk to them, the tone that you use, the energy that you showcase. That's what your employees or people that you're training, or you trying to have them get an understanding of what you need to have them do for you or for the company. It's all about how you present your energy. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about protecting the energy and understand the dynamics of it on how you say certain things, how you react to certain things. You know what I'm saying? Because look at sports, an athlete, you know what I'm saying? Based on how you present your energy on what tweets you put out, disrespecting certain cultures and being nonchalant about it, you can lose a shoe deal, huh? You can be, you know what I'm saying, hanging out with your homies and you want to show that rah-rah energy. You got the chopper waving guns. Now you're being suspended and losing millions of dollars. And what was you doing with your energy? Or you can be on social media, you some type of influencer, but you come off with negative energy directed to someone or multiple someones, but it comes off as malicious. It comes off as bullying. It comes off like you don't have no type of respect for this group of people or individuals. And you wonder why your channel is demonetized. You wonder why, you know, you don't get the same access as other individuals, and you wonder why your channel doesn't grow. You have to learn how to protect your energy. Do you feel me? You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's so many different, ways you can look at it, right? But the core of it is it's the same to me. You know, it really is the same to me because it's like you have to understand that what you put out into the universe you'd be surprised how you get it sent back to you. I'm a firm believer in that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a firm believer in that because, like I said, if you ever heard the statement or, you are what you attract, what does that really mean? That's your energy. So if you on negativity all the time, you on some rah rah, somebody get in my face, somebody step on my shoe, you better not look at me a certain way, right? What you think you're going to attract with that energy all the time? If you on that rah rah negative, I can't wait for somebody. I wish you would this. I wish you would that. Well, somebody gonna try you at some point. And do you have enough energy to match their energy? Do you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I feel like they get lost in the sauce to a degree. I feel like they get lost in the process, and it could have a lot to do with people's success. You know what I'm saying? Because I know from my standpoint, right? Because I talk a lot about myself. My subscribers, y'all know what it is, but you new to my channel, I try to give you a little bit of me in every video I do. So I personally feel like, right, as I was coming up as a young adult, I start feeling myself because I start making the money I never made before. It's like, you working at McDonald's, right? You making, let's say, $15 an hour, right? You work there from age 18 to 20. So I worked at McDonald's for 2 years. I'm not saying I really worked there. I'm just giving an example, right? But it don't matter. If I work there, okay, whatever. No big deal to me. But anyway, back to the story. um, say you worked at McDonald's, making, let's say $15 an hour. Worked there for 2 years, got maybe $1 raise. Okay, at 16, right? But let's say at age 20, you get an opportunity to work for, let's say, a cell phone company. And that cell phone company is paying you $25 an hour, right? Plus sales and bonuses based on how you sell a product. Customers come in or online, you're able to help them. You get a cut of that revenue, a small slither, a small percentage, right? So you done jumped up from $16 an hour that you worked at McDonald's for 2 years, and you done jumped up to 25, plus you got all these bonuses, possibilities for yourself, right? So just think of a young man, 20 years old. You don't really have no real bills, you know what I'm saying? You probably live with your parents. In my case, I moved out not too much after that, but anyway, that's beside the point. At age 20, right? And most young adults, they don't have kids. If you're in college, you may not go to college. You may be, trying to figure it out. But let's just say in general, you just working at the cell phone company, 25 an hour plus bonuses. So on average, monthly, you bringing home, let's say close to, let's say 7,000, right? You bringing home close to 7,000, and the only thing you have is a cell phone bill. And let's throw in a car note. You know what I'm saying? So just look at that dynamic change within that period within itself. So in 2 years, you go from 16 to 25 plus bonuses. Look at your energy level then. Look how you're going to see things then. Because this is a young adult. You don't have any kids. You don't have any bills, major bills wise. You feel me? So just think about your energy level in that period. You don't think that energy may go up? I know in my case it did. My energy went up. I'm like, okay, let's go do this. I want to start doing this. I got me a nicer car, saved up a little bit of dough, but I'm 20. This is the most money I have ever made in my whole life at 20 years old. So imagine my energy at that point. I'm unstoppable. My energy level was at the highest. I think I'm King Kong. You feel me? I think I'm, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm King Kong. You know what I'm saying? Incredible Hulk. I'm up there. You feel me? I'm like Superman. I'm like the black Superman, shooting through the sky. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm that guy, man. I'm just so excited because guess what? You done went from making 16 to 25, 20 years old. Just imagine your energy then. Imagine how you feeling about going out and doing things, calling your partners, hey man, let's go do this, let's go do that. Oh, this where it's popping at. So look at that energy. Now flip it around, right? Let's say you take that energy and now you start feeling yourself to a point where can't nobody talk to you. Because in your mind, man, I'm on top of the world. You feel me? I'm bringing home 5, 6 grand a month. You know what I'm saying? I'm staying in my folks' house. Okay, eventually I'm gonna move out, but I got the money to do what I want. So what I'm saying is the point of saying that is this. At that point in time, you need to start to process and understand that energy factor. But how do you do that? Well, hopefully you got some loved ones around you, somebody that, has success at a young age. In my case, I didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? Not that type of money, right? So in my situation, I had to go through the bumps. You know what I'm saying? In the book of, you know what I'm saying? In the Bible, it tells you God doesn't put on more than on you than what you can bear, right? So for my situation and my experience and what I went through back then, right? Making that type of money, my energy was negative to people that was against whatever I wanted to do. If I wanted to go out, I'm going out. Feel me? If I barely got 2 hours of sleep, oh well. We going out, right? Telling my partners we going out. Any female I dealt with, okay, you wasn't what I was about? Cool. Let me drop you off. See, I was that type of guy with my energy when I was feeling myself at that young age. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I don't know about that simp area. I wasn't simping there like that. I probably did, high school. But once I started making a few dollars, I'm like, okay, you said no, you're not into it? Cool. Let me drop you off. You have a nice day. I'm finna go over here, slide to somebody else that's wanna do what I'm into, and we gonna have a good time. You know what I'm saying? I was that type of individual. You feel me? So my energy level was on an all-time high. And sure enough, right? Eventually, things changed for me. You know what I'm saying? My finances. I was saving, but I really wasn't saving for a rainy day. How could you, right? I was 21, 22, 23 years old. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have no big bro. I was the big bro. You know what I mean? I didn't have no father around, so I had to really go through it and figure it out myself through my own process. And that's why I say you have to learn how to protect your energy. So eventually for me feeling myself so much that I'm untouchable, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? God gonna continue blessing me the way he is. And me being ungrateful to the degree of how I'm disrespecting individuals on how I move, it slowly, it's like a slow, it's like a hole in the inner tube, like a small pinch. Just it's a slow deflation going on. You feel me? Well, my finances, things start coming away. Oh, the company downsizing. Oh, the company taking away some of the bonuses. But I didn't created this debt where I had to make a certain amount of money for me to pay all my bills because I didn't prepare for no rainy day. I was thinking that this money gonna be like this forever. So my energy on my expenses was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna be good. I got mouthpiece. I can have a good conversation. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worrying about this. I'm gonna be good. You feel me? If I don't get my money here, I'm gonna go somewhere else and make it over there. Well, unfortunately, it didn't plan out. It didn't pan out the way I thought it out. Do you feel me? You know what I'm saying? The way I thought it out in my brain and my energy that I thought I was gonna have and be able to use into for my benefit. Yeah, I still had the energy. I still had the drive. But how can you do that with no job? How can you do that where you created your debt, you know what I'm saying? The cost of living for you was so expensive where it got to a point where I wasn't working. I'm working overtime, but I wasn't getting enough money to take care of my bill. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have the bonuses coming in. I didn't have that extra money flow coming in because the company was downsizing and I wasn't prepared for a rainy day. So eventually things got taken away. Eventually, you know what I'm saying? The car had to go back. Eventually, you feel me? I had to have a reality check. So, what I like to say is if you don't get an understanding, life will understand you. I say it again. If you do not get an understanding, life will give you an understanding. Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? You know? Trying to tell you, man. So you got to learn how to protect your energy, man. Now, not only that, though, right? It's not just with that, it's also what you putting out. And what I mean by that, when you go through life situations, right? And you wonder why things is not going the way you want it to go. Or you had it at a certain level where you think you're supposed to be, or you're supposed to always be at that certain level. And things just don't pan out like they used to. Yeah, it could be people hating on you. Yeah, that could be true. Maybe you just don't have that same desire. You don't have that same passion. You don't have the same energy like you used to. Yeah, that could be true. Or could it really be that you wasn't protecting your energy? You allowed yourself to get so reckless. So when things start to happen to you trying to figure out why, but really you were the issue the whole time. You know, some people be like, "Oh man, why is this happening to me? Why am I going through these situations?" Have you ever sat back and thought about what was you putting out into the world? Your energy factor? How was you treating yourself? How was you treating others with the energy that you was giving them? Cuz in my opinion, in most cases when you help people and you were doing it out of the kindness of your heart, you feel me? I don't think everybody is going to be shady with you. And if everybody was being shady to you and you was there in they need, that tells a lot about them and less of you. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm genuine with you and I help you because I wanted to help you, not, not looking for you to do something for me in return. In my mind, I didn't do nothing wrong. But if you were looking for me to help you and you knew you wasn't trying to do that in return, that's the energy you're gonna have to deal with when life comes for you. because we all going to have our obstacles. We all going to have things we go through. Everybody level is different and everybody's struggle is different. That's how life goes. Not everybody is going to be a millionaire, but not everybody is going to be broke either. You know what I'm saying? In any recession, this millionaires made, huh? In any recession, some millionaires go broke. And like they say, especially in the US, new millionaires are made every day. So, what type of energy are you protecting? What type of energy are you putting out? Huh? Because I'm not one of these guys that's going to sit here and make excuses about why my life didn't go a certain way. I don't do that. I stand on what I stand on, and if I'm wrong, I will say I'm wrong. Or if somebody show me that, hey man, you did this, the wrong way, or you know what I'm saying? The way you handled this or how you talked to me, I didn't appreciate that. As a man, I can come back and tell you, you know what? I apologize to you. You feel me? Like I'm not too big to do that. And it doesn't make me less than because I did come back and tell you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my whole thing is protecting that energy is a must. Because regardless what you're going through, just because you're having a bad day, do everybody around you have to have a bad day? That's your energy, man. We all gonna have issues. We're all gonna have things that get in our way or stumble us. Or you fumbled a bag. Or hey, you never even got the bag, huh? So just because you having a bad day, do everybody have to have a bad day? I mean, you see it in movies all day, but this is real life I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like if you go to a restaurant and a waitress or waiter or whoever, for them to make the most money, it's all about their energy that they produce for the customer. When a waiter come over to you, it doesn't matter what restaurant, wherever you at. You go to a restaurant, the food doesn't even have to be that great, at least for me. But you know what has to be on point for me? The waiter, the waitress. When they come over and ask me, do I want some water or napkins or whatever, I usually tip more when the waitress or waiter is coming to me and they consistent. If I ask for ranch or I like Tabasco sauce, I like the green one, and they come back and they give me exactly what I wanted with a smile on their face, cool. So you know what I'm gonna do when I get ready to pay this check? Let me add on some more money to that. I was gonna give you a few dollars. Now I might double that or triple it, depending on how I'm feeling that day. But what I'm saying is that energy. That's what's important. I guarantee you, in most jobs, especially dealing with food and servers, the ones that give you that energy that they want to help you or they want to give you whatever you're asking for. I bet you most of those individuals get the most tips. Of course, you're gonna have people that don't want to tip or barely tip. That's not what I'm focusing on. We talking about the individual that's, hey, you come in to the restaurant, hey, you know what I'm saying? I like to sit here. What's the special of the day? They able to tell you right off the back, oh yeah, our special is this. We have this going on. Okay, if you like, okay, what do you like? What would you like to eat? Okay, I can recommend this. This wine goes best with this food. You feel me? And I'm the type like, okay, all right, I like you. What's your name again? Okay, Sarah, cool. Sarah, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell my girl, hey, check this out. I'm gonna tip her something cool. Cause she Sarah been on point. I do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get the flip side of that, right? You got John coming over. He like, "Hey, what's up? You want to sit down? Okay, just you can sit over here. This is fine right here. I got the menus. I'll be right back. You said you wanted some water. Oh, okay, okay. Let me see. Let me see if we got some clean cups in the back. What? See how that energy? You know what I mean? It's all about protecting your energy, man. It's all about protecting it. I'm telling you, the more you can learn how to protect your energy and how to display it when need be, can make you very successful. It can also help you in certain situations that you may encounter in life, how to treat it different, how to respond different to get different results. You know, they always talk about communication. This is another form of that. Is your energy. Because you could be saying all the right things, but if your body language is coming off like you shady, who would want to do business with you? It's like, man, this person got a business portfolio. They giving me all the right information, but I just didn't like the guy energy, how he was talking to me. I felt like he's being shady. The flipper. Yeah, but beware of the flipper. Okay, I've been saying this for many videos. You got to go back and watch it. Huh? We talked about the flipper, so stay away from the flipper. Okay, you know, yeah, that guy that tell you, give me $100, I can turn that to $1,000. I turn that thousand into $100,000. Stay away from the flipper. Sidebar. You know, but anyway, it's your energy. It's your energy. You'll be surprised how people will want to help you when they feel like your energy that you showed them was genuine, or the energy you showed them, you seem like a solid individual, or the energy that you showed them is like he just sound believable. You know what I mean? It could be a crock of baloney, but they accepted the energy that you brought to them. It sound believable. So it can be used to manipulate. Yes, it can. But that's what you have to understand, when to use it, how to use it. You know what I mean? You know, it's like what like the rapper Busta Rhymes. You know, it's one of my favorite rappers. A lot of his hits, he's usually a rah 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 type rapper. You know what I mean? But a lot of his biggest hits is when he rap laid back. You know what I'm saying? Put your hands where my eyes can see. Flip mo in a place to be. You know what I'm saying? He know how to display the right energy for the right song. Not every song needs you to be but not every song needs you to be super low either. You feel me? So it's just in life, you have to learn how to use and how to protect your energy. Even in relationships, that's the biggest one. A relationship, you need to learn how to display the right energy, because most people pay attention to the physical, which is the energy that you displaying for them. So it's like we both can ask for the same exact thing, but how do you ask is the key, the energy. You know, that is the major key. So how you display it, how you use it is everything. And a good example I will make to you as well. Just think about some people, right? They'll use their energy for good at first, and then slowly they real energy start to display. You know what I mean? Like some people can fake you. Yeah, they can fake you out. Yes, they can. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'm not this type. I'm easygoing. I don't do this. I'm not into that." But the more you're around them, the more you interact with them, you can't hide your energy if it's fake forever. Because it wants to show itself, and it will show itself. And then when something happened, especially if something happened in their life where they lost money, or the relationship they had didn't work out, somebody they was friends with, betrayed them, then that's when a true energy come out. See, in my opinion, it's two big ways of finding out who somebody's true energy is. It's either if they don't have a lot of money and they finally get into lots of money, then you get to see their true energy, right? Or the flip side, or if they had a lot of money and now they down at the bottom, you know what I'm saying, eating them oodles and noodles, you know what I'm saying, with them hot dogs, a little sprinkle, a little cheese. Eee. You feel me? Sprinkle a little cheese on that thing. Now they true energy come out. Because for me personally, I'm the type of guy that I gotta figure it out. If I lose it all, I'm not finna just ball up and just give up. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm gonna scrap and try to figure it out and try to get this ball back rolling, trying to figure out the next play. I'm not gonna just sit and let things lie the way it is. That's just the makeup of me. I can't. There's no other way I can think. I can't just dwell in negativity. Yeah, something negative happened. We down here at the bottom, but we finna get up out of this. I'm gonna figure it out. Like that would be my life goal, to be back, not necessarily back on top in the same way, but back in a better position. I have to. Like I can't think no other way. That's just who I am as a man. I can't. If I lose it all, I just don't think about, oh man, I lost it all. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'll say I don't know what to do, but I gotta figure it out. That's who I am, the core of me. You know what I'm saying? So when people go through life events, tragic situations, or very high situations in the sense of, yeah, you lived a modest life, but now you on a whole nother level. And then you'll see, what type of individual you really dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Because now they get to live out every single thing they dreamed about. And sometimes those dreams may not include whoever they dealing with in the current situation. Do you feel? You know? And then you have those other type of individuals, right? Where they feel like they trying to give you good information, but soon as they life get in shambles, they forgot about all the good information they gave you, and it's all about what somebody is doing to them. You know what I mean? What somebody else done did to them. Oh man, I displayed this certain type of energy, and then now that energy, that negativity that they was pumping out to other folks is coming back to them, and they don't know how to handle it. And that's why I say you have to learn to protect your energy, because whatever you pumping out into the universe, don't be surprised if that's what you get in return. That's that part of the play where it says stand on what you stand on, right? So don't just stand on it when it's all good. You got to stand on it when the rough patch begin as well. You know what I'm saying? See, it's all about that energy. It's all about that understanding of what you putting out. You know what I mean? And if you don't learn life, life will learn you. Do you feel? You know what I mean? Life will give you that understanding, huh? Y'all ain't feeling me yet, but you will. You know what I mean? You will. Because I'm telling you, you have to learn how to protect your energy. And you'd be surprised, right? I can't stress it enough. You'd be surprised who would come to your aid when you've been giving folks that real energy. You don't know how it would affect somebody else. Like I said, if I do something for you, it's because I wanted to. And how you don't know some people that you may help or give advice to, or you know what I'm saying, just have a simple conversation with them that may have brightened up their day, where you never know where that play may come back to you because they remember what you did for them. And it's not just in money. It's not just money. Some people just want to hear a conversation. Some people just want to hear something different than what they used to as well. You know what I mean? But it's how you display it. It's the key. And what is that? Your energy. You know what I mean? So you can't forget that, you know? And you need to understand that, you know? So this one won't be a long one tonight, but I just had to come on here and drop a little bit. And I will be back tomorrow. We going live tomorrow as well. Because it's like some people don't even recognize the energy that they putting out. You know what I mean? Because you think you being all positive, or you showing people something different, but are you truly doing that? Do you believe what you're saying? Because I can tell you now, whether you go back to watch one of my first videos, where my mic wasn't that great, the camera, the lighting wasn't that great. If you listen to what I was saying then and what I am saying today, my message always been the same. You know what I mean? It's always been the same because it's that energy. That's what it's about with me. And the energy I'm trying to put out is nothing but positivity, motivation, and hopefully some type of inspiration. Because I personally believe that's what's missing and that's what's needed more of. Because we already get enough of everything else. You know, it's enough, a lot enough. It's enough negativity out there for everybody. But how much positivity is out there for everybody? You feel me? You know? But just remember this. If you don't remember anything I said tonight, remember this. Protecting your energy is everything. And also, you want to control what type of energy is around you to the best of your ability. If you got to work somewhere, that's something totally different. You have to work with what you have to work with. I understand that. But when you're outside of your working situation, your home life, that's a big one for me. You know, when I'm dealing, well, in the past, when I have relationships, with different women or whatever, the biggest thing that was a turnoff for me is the energy. Like I don't, I don't care how a woman look in the sense of her body features and whatever she may do in the bed, well, that's cool. But if we don't have a good energy together, if we don't have good communication, then it doesn't matter what's going on in the bedroom for me. I mean, it's cool at the beginning, yes. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, at the beginning it's cool. But for a long-term relationship, no. You know what I'm saying? If you got a bad attitude all the time, you're always complaining and nagging about this, about that, why you ain't spending this and buying that, I'm gonna cut you off at some point because guess what? That's not the energy I want to deal with every day. Coming home, waking up. No. So that's why I say it's all about protecting your energy. Because if my energy is not protected, I'm wilding out. I'm doing stuff that I wouldn't normally do. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that, especially nowadays. You feel me? No. When I come home, this is my paradise. This is where I lay my head at. So our energy together has to be right, or we can't be right. Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? Like you got to really understand that, man. You know? So protect your energy and control the energy that's around you because that will bleed into your own energy. It's like if you're around somebody that's always saying negative things or always in a negative space, eventually it's going to come into your space. Now, if that's what you enjoy, is if that's what you into, if that's what you wake up every day for, then hey, continue doing you. But for the other individuals like myself, I don't like that type of energy every day, especially not at my home, place where I lay my head. You feel me? Where my kids live. I need a better understanding of the energy that I'm presenting as well as what I'm receiving, huh? Do you feel? You know? So control yourself and control the energy around you and continue pursuing the things that you want to accomplish. If you're new to my channel, I am Sean B. Stola. All I bring to you is nothing but good game, good conversation, good motivation, and hopefully some type of inspiration. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave a comment. You can share it. It's cool. And also, support the channel as well. Drop something in the super chat. You watch us on a playback. Drop something in the super thanks. I appreciate it. Until next time, peace.